Test one, two, test one, two. Just waiting for everyone to get the live notification, guys. Test one, two, test one. All right. It looks like people are starting to hop on the feed, so we'll go ahead and get the show on the road. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bridget with Horse Auctions USA, coming to you live from Cuba, Missouri, Interstate Regional Stockyards. Today is day one of our 2-day special here in Cuba. We've got a lot of horses and ponies and donkeys and mules for you over the next 2 days. The reason I'm on here this afternoon is twofold. Number one, I want to get my camera and my mic set up, make sure everything is working, ahead of time, which it is. So yay. And two, just to kind of talk to you guys about the schedule, what to expect. And then when I get through that, we will go into the old online bidding for our new online bidders. For my regular online bidders, there's nothing new there other than this is a 2-day sale. So the registration, there is a little caveat there with the registration that I will go into first, so you guys don't have to sit through stuff that you already know. So first and foremost, the what, the when, the where. Again, Interstate Regional Stockyards, Cuba, Missouri, right off the interstate. We will start all those saddles you see right now. There'll be more saddles coming in all day. We'll start selling those at 5 o'clock. We're on Central Time here, so 5 o'clock Central Time on those saddles. And as soon as we get through those saddles, we will move right into the day one horses. Got about 286 or so in the catalog, with a pretty good number of them after the catalog. So that will be tonight. Then we'll ramp up again tomorrow at 9 a.m. with tack. And boy, oh boy, do we have tack all day. So from 9 o'clock on, all day long, they're going to be selling tack, and more tack. 1 o'clock, we will sell outside items, equipment, and we have got trucks and trailers and tractors and all sorts of outside items. So again, that will be 1 o'clock tomorrow. Then hopefully at 5, but potentially as late as 6 tomorrow. It depends on how the tack and equipment goes. So no earlier than 5, no later than 6. We will start on day 2 of the equines. Tomorrow's our draft and mule day. Little different this time. We're going to start with the mules instead of the draft. So we'll start with the donkeys and the mules. We actually have a whole little set of donkeys that will sell first tomorrow night. Then we'll go into the mules and then the draft horses, crossbreds, driving horses. There's typically some riding horses on day 2 as well. So if you're specifically looking for riders, don't discount day 2 because we will have riders, quite a few of them. Anyone who had a crossbred, and most of those crossbreds are riding crossbreds, has them on for tomorrow. Okay. We had to do something to kind of lighten up Wednesday night because we were selling them around the clock. So I'm going to switch your view right now from the ring to my screen. Let's do that. There we go. Now you're looking at what I'm looking at. So let's talk about online bidding, online catalog. And like I said, I will touch on the registration being a little bit different. You can bid one of two ways. You can bid from your browser on any browser that you prefer. I prefer Chrome because it tends to be the most up to date, but it's going to work on Safari, on Edge, on Firefox, whatever browser you prefer on your computer. Or you can bid on the Horse Auctions USA app. And I'm going to tell you, if you're using your phone, a tablet, or any kind of mobile device, I would encourage you to use the app. Very user-friendly. Don't have to be a tech guru to operate it in any way, shape, or form. It's laid out really nicely for mobile devices, and my users overwhelmingly find it very simple to use. We'll talk about getting that app. You can do it one of two ways. You can go to your store for your device on the home screen. And in the search bar, you can type Horse Auctions. There's an S at the end of Auctions USA, and that's our logo, and it'll pop up, and you can click Get or Install. Or on the device you want to load it on, you can go to our main website, which is horseauctionsusa.com. When you go there, you'll see in the upper right-hand corner, there's a little thing that says Our App. If you click on that, it'll take you to a direct download screen. So if you've got an Apple product or a Samsung product, you just pick the appropriate store and you are off to the races. For those of you who prefer to bid on your computer, you guys are going to open your browser, and in the address bar, you are going to type bid, like you're placing a bid, BID, period, Horse Auctions, S at the end of Auctions, USA.com. Whether you're using your browser or you're on the app, the rest of this is going to be pretty much the same, right? When you first open the app or first go to the browser address, it's going to bring up our main page. And as the name implies, we're all over the US. So you can see we got lots of stuff going on this week. So we are here, day one of Interstate Regional Stockyards. So I'm going to click View Auction under that. If you're on the app, the only difference is that these are going to be laid out up and down instead of sideways. But same thing, you're going to click View Auction. What that's going to bring up for you guys is basically an index of the animals that we'll be selling tonight. All of the after consignment horses, those tags haven't been loaded yet, but you'll see that those populate around, I don't know, 4 o'clock this afternoon or so. If they've got a video or you want to know more about a horse, whatever, just click on its listing. If they've got a video, it's going to tell you they have a video. The video is always going to be the second thumbnail. So you can either click on the second thumbnail or you can just navigate with the little arrows here to the second thumbnail. And then you can click play and it will play right there in your browser for you. This is a super nice Inferno 66 filly we have coming tonight. This consignor brought us a heck of a set of horses. So like I said, when you see one you want to know more about, click on their description and that's going to bring you their full listing and tell you all your stuff. You'll notice that it says register to bid under each and every horse. That's what you're going to do to register for online bidding. Now, I mentioned earlier for my newer people, this is a 2-day sale. So each day has its own sale set up online, right? So here's day one, here's day two. If you register to bid under one or the other, as soon as you sign in for the day you didn't register under, it's going to populate over. So you don't have to re-register for the second day. All right. It doesn't matter which day. Once you register under one, you are off to the races. So you can click register to bid right here. And that is going to bring up this little pop-up screen here. If you're brand spanking new to me with Horse Auctions USA, you've never had an account with me before, don't put your email address or your password here. You folks are going to go all the way down to the bottom where it says no account, sign up here, and you're going to click on that. So when you click on that, it's going to bring this up, name, address, password that you can hopefully remember, and continue. My returning users, if you have been with Horse Auctions USA, whether it's here at Cuba, Missouri, or at any sale that Horse Auctions USA has done, you guys, you're the ones that are going to put your email and your password in here. If you forgot your password, and it happens to all of us, myself included, don't panic. You can click this forgot your password. It'll send you a handy dandy little reset link. If the cyber gods eat that reset link and select forgot your password and you wait about 10 minutes and nothing shows up in your inbox, just text me your email address and that I forgot my password and I will fix it for you. My phone number is all over the place, but I'll give it to you here as well. It's 336-904-8903. Again, just your email and hey, I forgot my password. I will get you fixed right up. When you register to bid, you are going to have to put in a working credit or debit card. And when you do that, Horse Auctions USA is going to place a $500 pre-authorization on that card. It is not a charge. It's just like when you rent a car. It's just going to be a little hold, right? And I hate that. I'm sorry we have to do that, but we are subject to scammers just like the rest of the world. So when you register to protect me, to protect the sale barn, I need to know that you're an adult over the age of 18 and you can pay for the bids that you win. Okay? That little hold is going to fall off at the end of the auction like it was never there. Okay. It's just going to poof. It's going to vanish. You will pay the Interstate office directly for any winning bids. They take cards, check, cash, and even PayPal. So you've got lots of options. When you're done bidding for the night, you'll reach out to the girls at the office here at Interstate and they'll get you situated. If you need layover board for a day or two, not a problem. We would prefer that all the horses be picked up no later than noon on Friday. I understand that's not always possible. You do need to just keep us apprised of the situation. Let the girls in the office know if you do need layover board. And I do ask that you do pick up, unless you've made layover board arrangements, for next week or whatever, by 1 o'clock on Friday. Miss Kathy loads out all of our horses and folks sometimes drag their feet and don't get here till oh, it's no big deal. 1 o'clock on Friday. It is a big deal. She's here all night long loading horses out. She wants to leave at noon. So please, 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 when you're picking up, if you're picking up Thursday, that's fine, whenever during the day. But if you're picking up on Friday, before noon, okay, at noon, she needs to go home. We're all pretty tired by then. Having said all that, let me get in here to my bidder account and we'll talk about how this whole bidding situation works. I do recommend you click remember me on this device. Just that way it's real fast for you to sign in. So you're registered to bid, you're good to go. And how do you know this? Your name is going to appear in the upper right-hand corner. So there's my name. And now my little register to bid prompts have changed. And now they're asking me if I want to place a bid. So that's just kind of a good thing to look for to make sure you're actually logged into the sale and that you're registered. Those are the things that you should see. When you're bidding live tonight, so I'll go live when they're partway through the saddles, and I'll send everyone kind of, if you're registered already, you'll get a little notice. If you've got the app, it'll go right to your notifications. If you don't have the app, it's going to go to your email. Anyway, I'll kick out a little notice that says, hey, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, to horses. And then right before we start, I'll send you another little notice saying we're getting ready to start. You'll click on the active lot. So let's just pretend that we're on this one. And you'll click this little view live icon here. We are not live on the site now, so obviously that's not going to work. But when we are, you'll click that, and then this big square will then become this video. You'll have real-time audio and video. You're going to hear me yammering at you all night long tonight, telling you about these horses, okay? If you were selling, let's say, a registered horse, and you want to go back to something on the papers, and you see there's a copy of the papers in the thumbnail, you can always click down on the thumbnail, right? And it'll minimize the live. It'll pop the live back down here so you can look at those papers again real quick and switch back to the live. Okay, so I'm not sure that everyone knew that you could do that. You can. Okay, so one other thing. I know some of you have a hard time following an auctioneer. You're not alone. That's a lot of folks, right? The auctioneers all have their own little chant. And I think people get kind of hung up trying to figure out what specific words they're saying in their chant. If that is you, that sounds like it applies to you, please don't panic. You're fine. I'm going to tell you all the need to know stuff, right? And you're going to hear me plain as day, just like you hear me now. What you need to worry about coming out of the auctioneer's mouth is the amount he is asking for. And that's my job. Okay. I'll be keeping up with that. So what this number is here, the bid button, that's how much he's asking for. So let's pretend we're live and he's asking for 1,000 and I'm good there. I want to bid 1,000. I'm going to click on this to bid. And then it says confirm bid. You have to click confirm bid in order to actually place the bid. If you just quit here, you haven't bid. Okay. There's no bid. So confirm. No question that I've placed a bid. It turned green. I have little stars, tells me I'm the high bidder, right? Okay, so for those of you who are going to be bidding live tonight, make sure you do in fact confirm the bid. Otherwise, you haven't actually placed the bid, right? We don't want an accidental bidding. Nothing good will come of that, okay? That's why it's set like that. So that's the live. For those of you who maybe can't participate live, or those of you who are just wondering, well, if the sale hasn't started yet, how come I can bid now? You can take advantage of early absentee bidding. Got a lot of horses, and we start in the evening, right? So we're going to be here into the wee hours of the morning, okay? Hopefully we won't be having breakfast here, but we'll be here late. If you have to work tomorrow, or you're just like me and you really would prefer to be in bed at 9 o'clock at night, maybe you won't be able to stay up for the wholesale and the horse that you're interested in is selling later. You can go ahead and place your bid ahead of time and let the computer do the work for you. That's what this is for. This little practice bidding lot, lot 0, this lot and only this lot is a no holds barred, have at it lot. That's exactly what it's for. Practice. So for those of you who are new and unsure, feel free, go hog wild, knock yourselves out, play with this lot. Okay, this lot 0. There's one on day 2 as well. It's just there for you to get comfortable with the system. So let's assume lot 0 here is the horse of my dreams. That's the one I want, and I've looked at his videos and I'm all about this horse. And I decide how much I want to spend, and that's my maximum, right? And that's the amount I'm going to put in. If you've ever used eBay, this is kind of the same thing. There's a little drop down arrow, you see, next to the bid button. I'm going to click on it. It says create a max bid. I'm going to click on that and it's going to let me put my maximum amount. Now I'm going to pick a low maximum here because I want you guys to get in here and knock me out and play with it. So I'm going to go ahead and place my max bid and I want you to see what happens when I do that. The computer has acknowledged that I placed a bid for $2,500, but you'll see I'm still sitting here at 1,000. Don't be afraid to put your max bid in there thinking the computer is just going to whack you for that amount as soon as you do. It's not going to do that, okay? The computer knows that I was the high bidder at 1,000 and it understands that I will go up to this amount, but there's no need right now, right? Because I'm already winning at 1,000. So once you place that max bid, you're telling the computer to bid on your behalf and work as your proxy. So the computer program is geared to get you the horse for the lowest possible amount. So I'll sit here at 1,000 until one of you comes along and bids 1,100 and knocks me out. It'll put me back in at 12 and so on, right? So it's going to raise your bid by the next available increment only up to your max if it has to. And then if you get outbid, it's going to tell you. Couple of things about this. Yes, you can change your maximum bid until that horse comes in the ring, okay? You can go ahead and play with that. If you live in a place with poor service and you have a little bit of a doggy internet or cellular connection, depending on which way you're going to be bidding tonight, you might want to think about using this too, and then just watching. That if there's any kind of lag, like like I said, we have a lot of horses. They're going to go pretty fast tonight. If there's a lag on your end, you do run the risk of not getting your bid in on time if your internet is doggy. So for my folks that applies to, a lot of you have in the past found it helpful to place your bids ahead of time, just like we just did here, and then watch live. There's nothing preventing you from jumping in and bidding live, even if you've already placed an absentee bid, right? So if this were me and it applied to me, I'm watching live and bam, I get outbid. Someone comes in and bids 27 and a half. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I would go to 3,000. I can go ahead and just go right to the live bidding. Okay. Or go in and place another max. You can do all of those things. If you place a maximum bid, like on a horse like this, and let's just say it doesn't say anything about the horse being a cribber, or it comes in and the horse is three-legged lame, I'm going to take your bid out, okay? Because that's information that wasn't available to you when you placed that bid, and that is not an unequal playing field between you and the bidders that are here in person. So I'm telling you that so you're not afraid to go ahead and use that option, okay? I'm going to switch your view one more time, make sure I don't have any more questions. And if I don't have any questions, I'm going to go back to my work. Let's see. Yes, Sarah Fields, you absolutely can write a check when you pick up your horse. Not a problem. You just need to let the girls in the office know that that is your game plan. Okay. All right. I think that's everything, guys. I hope you all are enjoying this afternoon. The weather is absolutely perfect. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. We'll be back sometime around, probably based on the saddles, I'm going to say about 5:30 tonight. Thank you, everyone.